I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah?
Did you watch the Neon Taco Wave Runner giveaway with Serdike Yamaha over the weekend?
No, what was that all about?
Insane. Great idea first for
Yeah.
marketing. Neon Taco, you know our friends, George Tucker, they had a big deal at Neon Taco where they chose 16 contestants. And this is kind of inspired by the content mega master, Mr. Beast. And the idea was Serdike Yamaha put a $10,000 2025 Yamaha Wave Runner Jet Blaster worth $10,000
Yeah.
right in the middle of Neon Taco. The 16 contestants started Friday at 11 a.m. standing and could not take their hand off to remain.
So you have to keep your hand on it.
Have to keep your hand on it. And so once you take your hand off, you're eliminated.
Yeah.
The last person standing wins the $10,000 Yamaha Wave Runner Jet Blaster. So I couldn't stop watching this. Day one, you know, of the 16, 8 by day one had dropped. And over that first day, the videos, the feed on their Facebook had yielded 155,000 views.
Wow.
Day two, 2 more fell off. They had 6 left, another 102,000 views. Day 3 got down to 4, another 150,000 views. And in the final 10 hours, with just 2 left, another 175,000 views.
Wow.
The final 4 were Cody, Hunter Glenn, and then the final 2 were Andy Vincent and Smokey. Smokey ended up winning, I think it was 67 hours in.
Wow.
Yielded a total of 600,000 views. I want to congratulate George Tucker. Great idea. Neon Taco. Big shout out to Serdike Yamaha. But all of these contestants, especially those final 4, 67 hours.
So
I
they
believe
had
it
to
was.
stand on their feet.
Correct.
With their hand on the thing.
Correct.
For 67 hours?
Well, that's how long Smokey lasted. The winner, you know, and they got a bathroom break every 3 hours.
That was going to be my next question.
But they couldn't really have any assistance, and a lot of people were eliminated from people watching the live feed saying, oh my goodness, he took his hand off.
Yeah.
The judges would come over and say yes. And I got to give a shout out because Andy Vincent, who was the final 2 with Smokey, he kind of said, the chat started saying his hand came off. And instead of waiting for a judge, he just took his hands off and said, you know what, I did. I took my hand off. Congratulations to Smokey. And I mean, this Smokey guy, he got a wild story. Like, he's been on HGTV. He is a guy who made 6 figures and was living homeless. Like, he looks like a caveman in the wilderness that you wouldn't want to mess with.
Yeah.
So he probably was going to win this all along. He might have lasted another 60 to 70 hours.
Jeez.
But how cool of an idea, right?
That's great. Yeah, that's good.
I couldn't stop watching.
You know, George Tucker is kind of a genius in his own right with everything he's got going on. George, you need to join us on the Community Spotlight show.
Yeah,
dude.
George,
You know.
we're calling for you.